So the basics of the wall tent are set up now. Got the titanium stove in place. Kids are just kind of camping out inside. I had to adjust because the ratchet strap I normally use couldn't reach the range from these trees. They were just too far apart, but I had some good 100-foot length of cord, 3/8 inch that I had, so just use that instead. But yeah, there's titanium stovepipe. And because of the extra length between the trees, there was a bit of a slope. You can see that in the ridgeline. In order to help compensate, I've got a hunting walking stick that can go out to a 6-foot length, so I just kind of reinforced that to help give it the height I needed to have. Just go inside, set up one of the cots for the kids, because you know we're out doing family time.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, kiddo. So there's the titanium stove. As you can see, I don't have any fire or anything going at this point in time. I'll add that into the video as we go on, but they've got the cookie sheets that I use in the background. Just hook some carabiners onto them. Use those as kind of a heat reflector so the walls don't get too hot, and given that it's nylon walls. Now I also have some steel wire that kind of straps the stove to the ground just in case the winds pick up and that kind of thing. So this has to be one of the largest trees I think I've ever seen in my life. It's got to be 40-50 foot around. It's easily large enough that, hold on, strain back to even the top snapped off of it and came down no time ago, I guess. That's probably one of the largest trees I've ever seen in my life. It's to give you a bit of justice, there's a bench over there. That bench is easily big enough to have 4 people sit on. The tree's just huge. There's the remains. Some of them, they've been hauled away, the better half of it, but some of the remains of the top of the tree alone that came down. It became like a hill of dirt from its own rot. But yeah, just massive. I'll get up close to it. You can see just how huge this is. That's a large sword fern sitting down below it. This tree, there's no way you could even reach your arms around it. Got the kids hard at work, gathering dry twigs for me for the fire. Always good times, keeping them busy, Fat wood, shavings. Got the kids to gather up the tinder for me. The small dead branches, kept them busy for 20 minutes, gave me enough time to do some shavings off the fat wood. I don't know if any people don't know what fat wood is. So this stuff here, this is like a pine wood that's impregnated with sap. Normally when a pine tree dies, the stump in the ground, if you go and look at dead stumps of pine trees if you're in the forest, and you see they have this kind of orange hue to them. Normally they're filled with resins that make them highly flammable, so if you come across those, you kind of gather them up and set them aside. I've got a handful of them here, and like I said, I used a Bear Grylls knife and shaved it down, made some shavings to kind of get the fire going. No, not yet, darling.
Oh.
Almost.
Oh, he was recording.
That's okay.
Wait, what?
The kids look warm and toasty.
And it is warm and toasty.
Well, there you have it. It's a lot warmer in here than it is outside, isn't it?
It's so cold outside. The sun's already went down.
Well, it's going down.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be gone in another probably half an hour or so.
Yeah. Oh, should we tell it? Wait, what?
Are you having fun camping?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's more. It's fun laying in my bed. It's fun sitting on chairs. It's fun doing walks. It's fun being outside. It's fun sitting at the table drinking water. It's fun being in the car.
Wow. There we go.
Okay, pretty good. There's some s'mores here. We're in the tent. Freaking freezing outside. So we're in the tent. It's chilly. It's like 9 at night, and it's pretty pretty good so far. It's pretty boring in the car. Just driving here. I was really hungry.
Is it nice and warm in here, though?
It's fun.
Yeah. And you feel like it's pretty fun?
Yeah.
All right.
My face dirty now.
No, you look pretty good, darling. A little bit of marshmallow, but we'll get rid of that. Don't worry. And the stove seems to be working out pretty good. That's...
I'm thirsty. I'll grab some more water.
Yeah, I'll get you some more water here, darling. So you guys are having a A+? Yeah? A.
I'm having a A+.
A+.
A.
And an A. So for camping in the edge of winter time, it's pretty good? All right.
I'm glad you didn't set up that other blue tarp. It would be freezing. We would not have any s'mores. It's so sour here.